Now, I know this meeting came as a surprise to many and it caused some anxiety. Please know that I plan on addressing the staff every year in March regarding the following year's budget, as I want every member of this organization to be knowledgeable about the investments we are making. Well, despite the fact that our revenue is decreasing, our operating expense per pupil is increasing. The per pupil expenditure is a number that receives a lot of attention by the media. It's the number that is used to measure the efficiency of a district. I also care deeply about all of you, the faculty and staff with whom I've worked side by side for years. I value and support what you do, and I am mindful of your positions on issues, especially when I make a decision that runs counter to your opinion. I received some great feedback about last year's budget address, including a request to have time for questions. We will do that today.
Are the laptops part of the cost in the OEPP?
Great question. The laptop program is a part of the operating expense per pupil. It is an area that we are focusing on per the board's 5 goals. The cost of their laptop will come out of their first year fee, which is $375, and then we'll continue to collect revenue for them their sophomore, junior, and senior year that will go into the general fund. And so they're actually going to be getting something for that $425 that they spend every year to come to our schools.
I am a social studies teacher, but you may recognize me also as one of your compounding human resource costs. So my first question is, when can we start putting as much focus on average daily attendance as we've spent in the last 3 months to cut $1 million directly from the NTFT salary and benefits? My last question would be, I'd like to hear your response to Betsy's question, which was, we've heard about 3 reduced support staff for next year and the reduction of $1 million from the Niles Township Federation of Teachers. What specific reductions will take place for the administration for next year?
Okay.
Thank you.
Going to all of your questions, the first question about the free and federally reduced program, you also needed to mention that it would add an administrator. And again, we're back to administrators, so there are other costs. I'm glad that you don't have to think about the compounding costs of everything we do every day. But I also am responsible for this $140 million organization and the fact that every day we can come and work here and serve students. And so as I respectfully like the joke, it's not a joke to me. I'm at the helm of a very large organization, and I have a very different perspective. I've been a teacher in this district. I've been an administrator at the building level. I've been at the district office. I've been the executive vice president of this union, and I do get collective bargaining. But I do know that people are not all talking to one another, and I read the miscommunication, and I want to be part of improving that. That's why I started budget addresses every year, never done in the history of this district. And if there are new ways that we can come together and I can be more transparent, I will do that.
And we need to do a better job of communicating with one another and with the people in that community, because I'll tell you, Dr. Gata, they don't believe what you're saying, not you personally. They don't believe that the school is the same as it used to be.
You know, I think we all need to deal with specifics whenever possible, particularly as members of this institution, because some of the things that I hear from the community are totally unacceptable to me, and it refers to a changing demographic or what's happening with violence or are there gangs. And you know, I'd like to know if it's about programs and it's about teaching and learning, because I think we have a first-class teaching staff and I think we have first-rate programs and amazing facilities. And so I really get annoyed and angry sometimes at this perception that 219 is changing. You show me how it's changing. Give me specifics, because if it's about the changing demographics, I don't want to hear it.